What's up everybody, the Blue Fang here, and today I'm back with yet a new part of What If Naruto Had All of the Biju. So I feel like this is going to be the final part for this series, and I'm glad we actually got to this point. I was also surprised to see that you guys hit the like goal because I thought no one was really watching the later parts of this What If, but you guys hit it and now we're here. So since this is the final part, there will be no like goal, but I would appreciate it if you liked the video anyway, since it shows that you really supported this series. Now, before I get into the recap, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and turn on bell notifications. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. So last time we left off with all the Paths of Pain getting defeated, except the Deva Path, who decided to let out one last attack which destroyed the Leaf Village, just like in the original. The Deva Path is now trying to restore its chakra, but it doesn't know that Naruto is on his way to go to the real host, thanks to Jiraiya who sensed Nagato's chakra. Also, Itachi was gonna tell Sasuke the truth about why he murdered the Uchiha clan, but Pain just decided to destroy the village, which separated the brothers. So now I'll continue where I left off, which was when Naruto is going to the real Pain. Right now Naruto has his Tailed Beast chakra mode off at the moment, since he wants to regain some of his chakra and get ready to battle the real Pain, who Jiraiya was talking about. While he does this, at the place Nagato is hiding at, Konan has just flown in, waiting next to him for the Deva Path to regain his chakra and finally capture Naruto, along with all the Biju inside of him. Nagato tells Konan about Naruto's surprising abilities that led him to push away the whole village. He talks about how Naruto was able to take a different form which was filled with a bright light. While he was in this form, he was able to be on the level of the Deva Path, or even higher than that. Konan is shocked to hear all of this, since a kid like Naruto shouldn't even be able to match up against Pain, or even be able to have that much power. Now she just hopes that Naruto wouldn't find his way to this place Nagato is hiding in. We cut to when Naruto is jumping from tree to tree, trying to get his way to the real Pain as quickly as he can. Also, he hopes that the Deva Path wouldn't regain his chakra fast, because Jiraiya is still at the place and it would be trouble for him to go up against that Pain. As Naruto continues his way, a kunai cuts from the air, heading straight towards Naruto's face. Naruto dodges swiftly enough to miss it. He then looks around to see where it came from. When he does this, a group of Anbu swarm around him with weapons in their hands. Naruto then sighs. Wow, this again? I guess I have to take down a few more enemy Anbu. As Naruto stares down his enemies, all the Anbu look ready to go up against him, since they saw Danzo's dead body, and they think Naruto killed their master, which the real person who did it was Pain. But they didn't know that, and they just assumed that Naruto did it, since Danzo told them that he would be the one to take down Naruto himself, and sometime later they found his dead body, and they just thought Naruto did it. As all the Anbu get their weapons ready, they lash at Naruto with no hesitation, and from inside of their mask, fury burns in their eyes, ready to avenge their master. But Naruto just grins and a bright light shoots out of him, and in a second the Anbu are all knocked out onto the ground. After that, Naruto quickly gets out of his Biju chakra mode and continues his way to the real Pain. A few minutes later, he makes his way to the place Jiraiya ordered him to go to. Naruto observes the area and sees something that looks like a fake tree, and like in the original, he makes his way inside of Nagato's hiding place, and sees both Nagato and Konan inside. The two Akatsuki members are shocked at how Naruto found this place, but they become defensive as Naruto gets closer. So Naruto wouldn't really be able to use his Talk no Jutsu on Nagato in this timeline. The reason for this is because he's inexperienced with war and death. With the only time he saw an important death happen was Zabuza at this point in time. So he wouldn't be able to convince Nagato to become good, which would lead to him having to take him down using his own strength against both Nagato and Konan. Knowing that he can't be able to change Nagato's belief on peace and war, the only thing Naruto could do is to bring him to the High Alp Shinobi to put an end to him. So Naruto goes into his Tailed Beast chakra mode and takes both Nagato and Konan with him back to everyone else. We cut to where Sasuke is at the moment, with him actually surviving the Shinra Tensei Pain casted upon the village. He gets up slowly, regaining his balance, and looks around the unknown area that he's at. He begins to walk around, checking if there's anybody with him. But as he walks, he begins to see a tall figure walking around as well. The figure also looks like it has something large behind its back. kind of like a big sword. Sasuke starts to run towards the figure, thinking it's a leaf shinobi that could help him out, but as he gets closer, he sees the figure more clearly now. He's wearing a black cloak with red clouds on it. Also behind him on his back, a sword lays on it. The person also sees Sasuke and grins at the sight of him. Well, don't you look familiar? To be honest, kid, you look a lot like my partner who I'm looking for. And also, since I'm pretty bored right now, could you entertain me in battle, kid? The person is Kasame, one of the last alive Akatsuki members left. Kasame takes out Samehada from his back and grips it tightly in his hand, ready to fight Sasuke. Also, Kasame doesn't know Itachi's brother is Sasuke, so that's why he doesn't hesitate to fight against him. Sasuke's eyes widen in shock as all of this feels so fast, but he jumps back with caution, trying to distance himself from this dangerous enemy. He also activates his Sharingan, ready for his enemy's incoming attack. Kasame starts to swing his sword multiple times, trying to get a hit on his victim, but Sasuke is going to take none of that and dodges Kasame's attacks, then unleashes a fireball jutsu. Kasame easily dodges this attack and laughs at how easy it was. He then rushes at Sasuke and is able to get a load of hits on him. Sasuke gets thrown onto the ground, already battered with bruises and wounds. Kasame is surprised at how quick this fight ended, since he thought the Leaf Shinobi are strong. And as he goes for the finishing move, Itachi shows up and uses Amaterasu on Kasame, but Kasame is able to sense Itachi just at the right moment and uses his Samehada to block Itachi's attack. But thinking the Samehada would absorb the Amaterasu, it doesn't, which a black flame engulfs onto Kasame's sword. Kasame quickly lets go of his sword and is very surprised that Itachi attacked him. He decides to ask why Itachi is going up against him, which Itachi just replies saying it's personal. And once Kasame accidentally catches a glimpse of Itachi's eyes, Itachi's Tsukiyomi has been casted upon him. Itachi then walks up to Sasuke and takes a look at him, with no killing intent in his eyes. Sasuke is shocked at why Itachi saved them, but as he begins to ask, Naruto shows up with Nagato and Konan in his arms. Sasuke's eyes widen as he sees Naruto's new form, which is that chakra mode. Naruto stares at Sasuke with an emotionless expression, thinking about how last time Sasuke tried to leave the village with Orochimaru. But then he slowly forms a smile and shouts to Sasuke that he finally had beat the enemy leader of the Akatsuki, and that the village is now safe. Sasuke slightly grins at this and he turns to Itachi after. Itachi then looks at him as well, and with Itachi hearing that Pain has been defeated, he wouldn't need to be in the Akatsuki anymore, but he still wouldn't be allowed in the village. So he tells Sasuke the reason he saved him from Kasame was because Sasuke should be alive to kill him, and Sasuke is gonna be the only one to kill him. Which Sasuke just grits his teeth, and a second later, Itachi says farewell to him and disappears with the crows coming out of him as well. Naruto then is able to use Talk no Jutsu on Sasuke, and tells him that there's a chance for him to train in the Leaf Village as well, to finally get his revenge on his brother. Which Sasuke's resolve is to stay with Naruto and become stronger with him as well. Naruto grins when he hears Sasuke's resolve, and he goes off to find someone to give Nagato and Konan to. A while later, the remaining surviving shinobi all meet up together. There's only a small amount of them, which is currently Konoha's population, but Jiraiya is able to meet with Nagato and is able to convince him to change his belief on peace and war. Jiraiya displays his own Talk no Jutsu to Nagato, which leads to Nagato using Rin Rebirth, making everyone who he killed in the village come back to life. And I mean everyone, even including the enemies that Naruto had to face, which Pain had killed. This would mean that Danzo would have to come back to life as well, and what he would do after he had been resurrected is to go into hiding, keeping himself away from Konoha for a while. So in the aftermath of the Akatsuki attack, Nagato dies, Konan leaves to find her own path, and Sasuke stays in the village. Hiruzen is still dead and remains to be, with him having his funeral days later after the attack. Also, Obito and Zetsu remain hidden, and they start to develop a new plan since their old plan had failed. And that's where I'm gonna end off this series. So hopefully you did enjoy the series, because I sure did, and I really loved making it. I'm sorry if the ending was a bit rushed though. The reason for that was because I didn't have too many ideas for a good ending, so I just stuck with this. Also, I'll have to thank you guys for supporting this series, because this series really blew up on my channel with these what ifs that have been coming out, and I really appreciate the support and all of that stuff, because I really loved the idea of what if Naruto having all of the Biju, and I loved creating it as well. So like always, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button and turn on bell notification. It's been the Blue Fang, peace.